Hello, good morning and welcome to Chungu Cha Jamii. My name is Betty Akuku. I'm your host today. And today is a lovely, lovely day because I have a beautiful guest in studio. I'm so sure you're willing and much waiting to hear what she has to say to us today. Many times we know of life just being normal, but we never receive things that happen to us abruptly. There's a way we plan our lives, and there's a way that our life goes. So today I have a guest in studio. We're going to be talking about living with disability. My guest, you are welcome to the show. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Lucy Awino Chieng, 29 years old. I am a steward at National Treasury. Okay, welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Lucy. It's good to have you in the studio.
Welcome.
You said you work at Treasury.
Yeah, I work at National Treasury as a steward or as a cleaner.
As a cleaner.
Yeah.
Wow, you can clean. Good to have you today. Yes, you're
Thank
talking
you.
about living with disability. And someone could be wondering, what is your disability? What happened to your life? Are you able to tell us a bit of your story?
Okay, I got an accident when I was young. I was 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a story that I always hear. I don't know it well, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm always told that the house got burnt when I was inside.
Mm-hmm.
So I got burnt. I got the disability there. My disability started there. I wasn't born this way.
Mm-hmm.
When I got burnt, that is where my disability started.
Mm-hmm. So you were sleeping in the house?
Yeah, it was at night.
Mm-hmm.
The way kids sleep before they eat, I was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I was sleeping before we ate supper, and that's where the house got burnt.
Mm-hmm.
And
Was
I
that in
got the
Nairobi?
accident. Yeah, it was in Nairobi.
Which estate were you living in?
We were staying in Madare North Estate,
Okay.
Area 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Were your parents with you then?
By that time, my mom wasn't there. We were staying with our stepmother, but our dad was there. But he wasn't in the house. He went to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So did anyone else get injured, or you just the only one?
No, in the house I was alone sleeping, and my siblings were outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got the fire, and then you were rushed to hospital?
Yeah, I was rushed at Kenyatta Hospital where I was unconscious, and I don't know how it went because I told you that I was young and I cannot know.
Yeah.
I only hear stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you got well and you got back home, what was the biggest thing for you, the biggest challenge? Like, is this me?
So, when I got the accident, it was something that after that I was young. So it's something that I grew up having it. So by that time, okay, burns, it takes time to heal.
Yeah.
So I could see, I got burns just the way somebody can get an accident. So it took a lot of time to heal. And after healing, I went to school. So, burns take a lot of time. So I even went to school when it hadn't healed properly. But, by that time I was a kid. So I didn't understand. Kids don't understand themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't understand whether there is something strange with you.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't understand.
But also kids, in their innocence, they mock each other a lot. They tell you like, oh, you look like this, and you don't even know whether you look like that.
Okay, when I was in school, children do that. They used to mock me, but I used to cry. But I got nice teachers that when the kids did that, they were punished. So in that school where I was learning, it was strict. So I think those teachers could tell the kids how to associate with everyone. Yeah. So I got in that school I got the chance to learn and mingle well with my
students.
yeah.
Wow. A big thumbs up to those teachers because they did not discriminate against you. They did not isolate you. They let everyone else associate with you.
Yeah.
That was a very, very good trait that the teachers were able to input on the other students.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
I felt happy by that. In fact, I loved those teachers so well, very, very much. Even my fellow students, I loved them so very much.
Because they were able to accommodate you.
Yeah, yeah.
And that time you were so young.
Yeah, I was young.
Part of the things that is surprising me about your story that I wish everybody else can learn is that you were not born this way, you know. You were born a normal child, grew up the normal way, and then at 5 years, you know, you're already going to school, right?
Yeah.
Something just happened. So your life just changed instantly, which could happen to any child, even in your school. So your teachers were able to understand that this is an accident. It can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
Okay. After you went on with school, did you manage to, that was primary level.
Yeah.
You managed to finish class 8 in that school?
Yeah, I finished class 8 in that school and then went to high school. So when I went to high school, it was a mixed school. You just know the way boys always behave in high school. Yeah, there I used to get some discrimination, but by that time, you know, I had grown.
Yes.
But I loved myself the way I am.
Wow. You accepted yourself.
Yeah.
When you looked at yourself in the mirror, did you have difficulties like, now why was the negligence of my parents this high? I mean, what happened to me? God, why? Did you have such kinds of regrets and bitterness inside of you?
Okay, that is normal to anyone. You can look at yourself in the mirror, but you know, in the mirror you can look at yourself in the mirror, but after you come out of the mirror, you forget what you looked in. You forget how you looked like. So, as for me,
you don't carry the image.
Yeah, as for me, but me, though I always look myself, the image that always is in me, it's always the inner image, not the outside image. So I can just look myself in the mirror, but at the next second I've forgotten about it. So I just see myself the way my inner look, the inner me, how my inner me is. Yeah.
In the inner you, you said you were living with your stepmother. Did you at one point feel like it was her negligence or your dad's negligence? The bitterness that you're saying is normal. What did that do to your heart, the inner you now?
Okay, at that time, you know, it's normal. When somebody does something wrong to you, you will carry, you will feel when you see that person, you feel it when you see that person. But what people used to tell me, just forgive so that God can open for you ways. So I also
bitter.
After that, I also did what people used to tell me, especially my sister used to tell me, just forgive her so that God can open for you other ways, because when you don't forgive her, God will not forgive you. But when my stepmother died, I had already forgiven her. Yeah, I didn't carry the grudges. So
she also passed on at some point.
Yeah.
But you were feeling like she was the cause?
Yeah, even that is normal to every human being. But what I'm telling you, that as the way people used to tell me, forgive. Because if you don't forgive this person, you will not see God opening for you anyways. But I always tell God some things this time. I always tell God something. I wish you could have left this woman so that she can see the greater things that God is doing in me. Yeah.
Do you think it was intentional?
I don't know. I can't say. She's the, it's the only person who knows her heart. What the heart, I can't tell I can't tell what is in your heart. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so you finished high school. Were you able to proceed, and were you able to deal with the challenges you were facing with the students mocking you in high school?
Okay, me, in high school, so I used to ignore those students. They used to do those things and I used to ignore them. Yeah, that's
so
how...
So you were concentrating on the inner person.
Yeah.
Yeah, people say disability is not inability. Were there things that you could not do, sports or studies, because of the appearance you had, your physical damage?
Okay. I think the only thing that I could not do in school, me, I was not better in sports anyway. I was only good in drama. I was not good in sports. For example, not for example, by the way, I was weak. You see this, my knees, they got burnt, they had some severe burns. So they were weak. When I could try running, I could fall because they are very weak. Yeah.
How about your arms?
No. My arms, they don't have any problem.
Even your right hand. Let me see your right hand. Yes, it's not, it's also strong.
Yeah, it's not, I don't feel anything
Even
about
on the joint,
it. Yeah, no, there's
anything.
nothing.
Just your knees.
Yeah, no, but right now they are okay.
They're okay.
Yeah.
So sports is the only thing you could not do.
I could not do, but I was very good in drama, even in primary. Yeah.
And whenever you went for, when you in drama, there's a lot of traveling, inter-schools competitions here and there. You're meeting with so many people. How did you take it when everyone looked at you and they were like, what?
For example, what I was telling is this, like in primary, where I was learning, it was a very good institution because where I was learning, everybody was taken equally. And in fact, in primary, I used to be very cheeky. When my teachers stopped me from going anywhere, maybe I was not qualified for the drama, I could hide. The other students could hide me. So when we were going for the festivals, and maybe I was not qualified because at long last they always wanachuja watu. So nikichujwa, my fellow students, they used to hide me. So what they used to do, after the school bus, they enter into the school bus and then I enter with them. So they hide me down here. So when we know that we are almost reaching where we are going, they carry me. So the teachers will only find me there and they have nothing to do about it.
They can't chase you. It's actually true that disability is not inability. Lucy, there are parents today who have children who got into accidents like you did, or were even born with disability, but they don't expose the children, they hide them, and they do not want anybody to associate with the things that their children are going through. What do you think about such kind of parents?
That is true, but those parents, they are doing wrong because they need to expose these children to the environment so that these children may know that I'm not different from others. But when you hide them, they wonder why am I always hidden and other children are playing outside? Yeah, the parents should not do that. These people need equal rights. The way other children need is the way these other children need. So they need not, you should not hide them. They need to be educated so that they may be somebody in life. Yeah.
Because your teachers played a very, very important role to get that thing outside of you, that there is nothing abnormal about you, you are equal to the children, such that when you finally went to high school, then this heart was already built in you that, I am okay just like other students, and this is not going to hinder me to do something. So actually you were able to overcome all things. Is there any particular thing you couldn't do apart from the fact that your nails, your knees were injured and were weak, hindering you to do sports? Anything particular that you couldn't do?
No, nothing.
Because of the way you looked?
Nothing could hinder me from that. That's why I'm telling you that even in primary or in secondary, I was also cheeky. And I in fact, in high school, I found very nice friends also who could be close to me and encourage me in anything that I wanted or whatever I was going through. Yeah.
Did you at some point in life face any kinds of rejection, whether with your relatives, whether in the neighborhood or somewhere?
That is normal. Any person with disability passes through all those. But what you need to do, I always say one thing. When you pass through those things, maybe on your neighborhood, that person who is doing to you that way, you need to avoid them. You can just avoid them. You whatever they are saying or whatever they are doing, you just assume as if there is nothing wrong you are seeing. That's when you'll go far. But when they do to you those things and you are there saying why or what you are there to complaining, that thing will affect you. So you just what you need to do is just to let those things go.
How about when there were opportunities, opportunities to do something? Maybe you get into a matatu and everyone's attention is on you. Maybe something is happening, there's an event, and everyone is just focusing on you, and people don't even want to associate with you. How did you handle such moments, if you ever had them?
I thank God, because me, wherever I always go, I'm always, I don't know, there's something that God kept on me, that, God beautified my life. There's a favor that God gave me, that wherever I go, I always find people to associate with. Yeah, but when you go to the events and you find people will look at you, obvious, because they see some difference from you and them. What you do, children, just for children you'll understand them, but these big people, just avoid them and do whatever it has brought you into that place. Yeah,
because actually it's not your choice, and also neither were you born like that, It just happened, not because you went into it by yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, who would want to go into fire?
No one.
Yes, no one would want to go into fire. So these people also need to understand that it can happen to them. Even if it is not fire, as they travel or do something, they could get into a crash, an accident, and lose their limbs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you also associate with other people with disabilities similar to yours, or people in different other sectors who are differently abled in different ways?
Okay, for now, I've never. No, never.
You're not associating with other people who have disabilities?
So, where I'm working, there are no disabled people, yes. They're just normal human beings. Yeah. Most of the time I'm there, most of the time I spend there at the National Treasury. Maybe disabled people there, but they are few.
They are few.
Yeah.
How did you get the job at National Treasury? Because you said you're a cleaner.
Yeah.
Your right hand, I suppose, should be your strong hand, as in assumption. But now you have your left hand, which is whole and well. How did you even manage to become a cleaner there? I guess when you were cleaning, especially when you're mopping, you need your both hands to be able to hold the mop and clean here and there. How did you get the job?
Okay, it's just God's favor. God just touched a certain woman whom we are fellowshipping with. She's the one who found me the job. She knew the manager to the company that was working there. So she introduced me to the manager, and the manager just got me the job after looking for jobs. After looking for jobs.
You had looked for and you never got.
Yeah.
Did you ever present yourself and there were issues, or you did not qualify?
Okay, you go for the jobs that you qualify for, but the employers, I think they look at you and they just tell you, they don't tell you on the, they tell you that we'll call you back, but they don't give you the job.
What are some of the challenges you went through while seeking employment?
Okay.
Before you were finally at National Treasury?
Okay, I was just trying by that time. I was just taking my papers. So when you take the papers, somebody first looks at you in a manner that you don't understand. Then he just tells you that you just bring your papers. They take your paper, they keep it there, they tell you, I'll call you. So you keep moving to every place like that, and there is no one to, so you could be waiting for people to call you, give you the job, but you don't get.
But Lucy, that happens to everybody else. People go looking for jobs and no one calls you tomorrow. Oh, you got the job, come. Even with your big qualifications, you don't just get the job instantly. Why do you think that was like discrimination against you, or a challenge that you faced in particular?
That's normal to people with disabilities.
That's what they feel and judge.
Yeah.
They always feel they're discriminated against,
Yeah.
even if that is not the case.
Maybe, but I feel that is it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You just feel that.
Yeah, I feel that is it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about other people? Other people also look for jobs and they don't get the same day. They don't even get them at all.
Not yani, if you look at the percentage of the people living with disabilities seeking for jobs and the normal people, you will find these people with disabilities being discriminated more than these normal people.
Don't you
That is
think
normal.
it is because of the kind of mindset they have? You see, when listening to you and looking at you, I can actually tell that your mindset is different. Because if you are called for a cleaner's job, you had the right to say, look here, my hand is not well. How can I do cleaning work? You know, I need to sit in some office and just do, you know, just forward and clear some things, right? You could easily say that, but you went in for the cleaner's job. So is it an issue of mindset, or it is truly discrimination because of their looks?
Okay, on my case, it wasn't the mindset. Mine, it was my qualifications, maybe. Yeah. You know, when
You qualified.
I qualified for it, maybe I didn't qualify for that, being in an office and doing that. Maybe my qualifications was just only
To clean.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When you're going to clean, you need to be physically strong and have both your hands, you know, because you clean with your hands, right?
Yeah.
Yes. But your one hand is weaker, right?
No.
It's not weak.
I can prove you wrong.
It's not
weak. It's very strong.
Wow.
More stronger than even yours.
Yeah, we can prove that someday. But I think it's an issue of mindset that you're able to rise against and above that, not considering that you can't do something because of this. You do not give excuses. So when you got the job at Treasury, did you face any difficulties working there, being that you were the only disabled person, as you said?
No. In fact, I appreciate all members of Treasury because they take people normally, and I even thank them because they respect me very much and they appreciate me in any way, because you can clean for somebody's office and then somebody just sees the way you've done it. He will take money from his pocket and just do the appreciation. I love them so much
Because you do it with all your heart.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you registered? Because nowadays in our country, we have the group of women, there's the youth group, and there's the people who are differently abled. Are you registered with the differently abled group?
No, me, I'm just registered with the National Council for Persons Living with Disabilities.
Yes, you're registered in that, in
Yeah.
the Council of People Living with Disability.
Yeah.
What do you require to register? And what are some of the benefits that you get when you register?
Okay, what you need to register is your passport, passport photo, your ID, and the medical report from the doctor. You need to go to the doctor from the county level, and then the doctor writes the letter to the people living with the doctor approves whether you are disabled or not. So when it is the doctor who approves, when he approves that you are disabled, so they send you to the National Council. So those are the people who now register you for the National
So must you have a physical? Must it be something that can be seen? Because I guess there are so many people who are keeping their children or even adults who are hiding because they don't know what to do with themselves. There could even be opportunities that are available for them, but because they're not registered, they don't know about these things, so they're just locked up.
I can answer you there, because even me, it took time. It took long for me to be registered, because where I was living, there was nobody to tell me that people register with the National Council. So when I started working there at Treasury, imagine I registered last year. Because of ignorance.
Because
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't
and there are
know.
so many people who are living like that.
Yeah, so when people, my clients there, when they were seeing me, they used to ask me, Lucy, are you registered with the National Council? That's why I told them, no. How is it done?
Yes, and that's why I asked you, what do you require? Because somebody else could also be in the house. They don't know what they need. They're not sure whether they need to take a step. They're not sure also whether their condition is actually qualified as a disability.
Yeah, that's true.
So is a disability only on the physical?
No. What you need to do when you feel, when your child has the disability, and you just see your child having any disability, what you need to do first, you need to go to the doctor, from the county level, to examine the child or the adult, and to approve where the child is disabled or not.
So you just take that report and your ID.
Yeah.
That's all that you need.
Yeah.
What are some of the benefits that you get from the council? Why must somebody register and not just stay at home?
Okay, as for me, for now I have not seen, but what I'm always told, that when you are working with the government, there are some benefits that you get from the, like, what you are not supposed to be taxed.
You're not supposed to be taxed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or when you have some things from outside and you want to bring them here, maybe the tax that you will get, it's very minimal
compared to other normal people.
And even the retirement, the disabilities are given some 5 years, 5 years more than the other normal people. Yeah.
You know, Lucy, today we are talking about living with disability.
Yeah.
And so many people are living with disability, but they also have rights, and they don't know about these rights. They don't know whether the government recognizes them. They don't know whether they have any benefits. They also don't even know whether they are supposed to register and get out there. What makes people hide themselves? Did you hide yourself at some point?
No.
No. Why do you think people hide themselves as they live with disability?
Low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem.
Yeah.
For you, your teachers helped you to overcome.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you met other people who are living with disability?
Yeah.
How is their life? Are they outspoken out there? Are they feeling so low?
Okay, those people who are employed and they're living with disabilities, they have high self-esteem compared to those people who you find on the streets or on the estates. Because these people, maybe they think those who are in the estates, they don't know anything, so they feel they are neglected, they are not respected, such things. Yeah.
So for you, who is already out there and exposed and living with disability, versus the other person who is at home, not employed, not exposed, yet also living with disability, what are you doing to help and pull out these people as one who has already enjoyed the benefit?
Okay, what I could say is this: those people who are having these people living with disabilities, the first thing they should do, they should not hide these people. They should let these people be exposed to the environment, because when the moment they leave these people to be exposed by the environment, they will get people outside there who can tell them or who can show them the right directions and right procedures to follow. And then the next thing, these people who are living with disabilities in the estates and they are not exposed, there are people who take these people, they take them as an advantage. Yeah. They take these people, they use them. Maybe on the streets. For example, I go to work in the morning. By 6 I'm always in town. That time is the time that you find these people being taken there in town. You find them being, some even have children. In that cold, these people are taken there so that they go and borrow money from the streets.
Yes.
They are not going to borrow the money to the streets to help themselves, but to help these people who are using them. And this thing is not good. Even the government should take action on these people who are doing this thing to these people.
You know, the government has no disability, and so they cannot feel the pain or the pinch as much as a person living with disability can.
Yeah.
So you who has seen this, you who has experienced this kind of life in the street, you know, you have seen people suffering this much, and you actually feel that it is not right. What step are you planning to take? Do you have any such kind of thoughts?
May have, but I can't have the chance, you see. I don't
Why?
have.
What do you need?
Maybe what I need.
You're already so much exposed.
I'm exposed, but you know, I'm not that able. I'm not that able, maybe financially or what. I can just give the advice to maybe people with the National Council or to the government.
Yes, I think that is the place to voice it out.
Yeah.
At the National Council.
Or to the government.
Yes.
Yeah.
The government, the National Council is part of the government.
Yeah.
So you need to voice it there.
What we need to do is this. These people living with disabilities and they are in the streets. These people should be helped, especially those people who can't walk. The National Council gives them wheelchairs. When these people are given wheelchairs, you can give them wheelchairs, and you give them sweets to sell, to take care of themselves, so that they should not depend on those people they are living with. Yeah.
But Lucy, a lot of people living with disability who are actually depending on other people, most of the times they have many complaints and they seek a lot of sympathy. Do you think it is their right to keep seeking sympathy? Do you think they can live differently and do something else?
Okay, as for me, let me say on my side. On my side, I don't always like sympathizers. Even in my place of work, I don't always like sympathizers. Maybe you see me, you give me maybe 100 bob because you are sympathizing with me, my friend, I'll not take that money. You better give me something that I have worked for. And I know how to use, yani, I have worked for it. So it is I have worked for it, so it is my right to have it, but not you sympathizing with me. You are giving me maybe 100 or 1,000 shillings because you are sympathizing with me. You are looking at me, you are sympathizing with me. So even these people should not sympathize with these people.
People should not sympathize with them.
What you need to do to these people, you need to give them, you need to show them how to catch fish. You should not be giving them fish all the time, because these people, they go to the streets to take money. You give them money, they are going to misuse this money because they don't know where this money has come from. But the money that you have worked for it, you'll know how to plan for it.
So these caregivers are the ones who are even spoiling these people, exposing them to sympathy, instead of exposing them to, some abilities that are inside of them.
Yeah, these people should, what I've told you, they should be shown what to do. They should be given something to do, so that they can take care of themselves.
Do you know what the council is doing about the persons living with disability? Because what is the benefit of joining that group? What is happening? Do they have any plans for them? What is the council doing?
The council is doing so many things. They have told you, like the cripple, those who can't walk, they are given wheelchairs.
Yes.
Maybe you can walk, but you don't walk properly. You'll be given the scratches. So when you are given these people, even that the council has tried you, because the council cannot just accommodate all the people living with disabilities. They are many. So if you are given that, you are given that means of movement, you can move now. So you can move easily when you are given that. What you need to do after that, you can just sell sweets, people will buy, or just sell mboga pale, people will buy, so that you may take care of yourself. And then there's something I want to say also. To those, you find these ladies, especially ladies, you find a lady in the street carrying a young child, so you wonder how this lady, how did she get pregnant? And she can't even walk, she can't even do anything for herself. What I'm even saying there, I'm just giving advice to men. They should stop doing this to these men, to these ladies. If you know you can't take this lady as your wife, just leave the lady alone. Stop misusing them. Maybe this man is just offering the lady only 100 shillings or 1,000 shillings to misuse the lady. Yeah.
Viewer, you are getting these concerns from Lucy here with me in studio. Today we are talking about persons living with disability. And like I told you, disability is not inability. And we are hearing from Lucy, who is differently abled here in the studio. I want us to take a short break. We're coming back just now. Please do text us with your concerns and questions. Lucy was able to come to be my guest today because she communicated to us through Facebook. We are on Facebook Live. We are also on YouTube Live. Our SMS line is 21144. Do text us in, engage us. We will get back to you. Stay tuned. We are coming back shortly.
Hi, my name is Zawadi. At Mahanaim, I studied to qualify for the IGCSE through the Cambridge International Educational Program.
We Mahanaim International High School students enjoy extracurricular activities such as joining GBS TV Club, Taekwondo, cultural dance, orchestra, swimming, foreign languages, community service, and much more. I believe this unique experience I gained here will go a long way into strengthening the future me.
The teachers and other ministers at Mahanaim spared no pain in running with us until the end of the mile, until we secured all of our goals. And that's how I passed my IGCSE exams.
Mahanaim International High School cares about my future. Beyond our education, Mahanaim nurtures us to have bright and healthy mind so that we could become great future leaders.
How many of you use your real names on Facebook? Wengine ni Sweetie Pretty.
You must succeed in being an eagle and not a chicken.
I'm seeing myself owning the biggest media house in Africa. Yes, I could employ you, in fact. Yes.
All right, now it is going to another direction. But that's a question.
When you are born and when you grow up, now you do the work. You become a person who likes the country. You understand, right? I mean, not getting a job at Kenya Power, right?
And you know what? Who you are online is exactly who you are offline. And who you are offline is who you are online.
So I've been to many places to give lectures. Whenever I say "Unaile wa sasa,"
눈썹으로 인사를 대답을 해.
they respond with their eyebrows.
There is a card that makes paying for almost everything easy like ABCs. No need to make trips to the ATMs to withdraw money or carry cash around. That's the Equity Bank Visa card, accepted everywhere you see the Visa sign. Use it to pay for food and drinks, fuel, shopping, pay for your Uber ride, shop online, travel and hotel bookings, and so much more. Pay conveniently and free of charge. Card security is guaranteed thanks to the chip and PIN technology that protects your card from fraud. Start paying with your Equity Bank Visa card now and enjoy the convenience of not carrying cash.
Wow. 21144 is our SMS line. What a story we have in studio today. Lucy was telling us before we went on a break that there are men who take advantage of these women with disability. And I'm just thinking, Lucy, people with disability also have emotions and feelings. They are not dead. They are not disabled when it comes to emotions and feelings, right? So they also have a right to get married. They have a right to engage in relations. And they also have a right to have children. If I may ask you, do you have any plans of getting married? Mm-hmm. You will decide. You can decide you're 29. When do you want to decide? Are you waiting to do some plastic surgery? You know, ladies want to, they have this idea of beauty, that you must look this way and this way. And you're thinking that no man would love me in my physique right now, so I need to do some changes here and there. What's your view, by the way, on plastic surgery?
Okay. In that matter concerning plastic surgery, first of all, when I got an accident, those people from Kenyatta, those white men from Kenyatta, they tried it, but it never worked out.
Oh, they tried?
Yeah. They were to take me to their place so that they may do the plastic surgery, but I don't know what happened. Okay, that was the first scenario. The second scenario, I think it was in Care and Delight in GBS. I tried it, but it also failed.
Oh, really?
The third time, when I went to Treasury, the Ministry of Gender Affairs, they also tried. And they took me to the process that I almost completed the process. So we were only waiting for the money. When we were waiting for the money to be given from their PS, the PSs were reshuffled. So I came to understand that there are things that we may do by ourselves, but it's not God's plan.
Wow,
you
you tried 3 times and
but
they
it
all
never
failed.
worked. Yeah.
Were you the one pushing? Because now you are of age. It's not like you were 5 years.
Yeah, by that time I was looking at myself. I wanted to be beautiful, so I was trying it. But it never failed. But the gender people, they're the ones who decided. They wanted me to be done this plastic surgery. But when the process was almost due, everything backfired. So I came to understand that this was not God's plan on me. Maybe there's something, there's a verse in the Bible that always says that you better go to what? To heaven with one hand than going to hell with the two hands. So maybe I saw that there is something that God wants in me, and I'm beautifully and wonderfully made. So any man outside there who wants me, because men are always attracted to beautiful women,
And
sexually
what they see.
attractive women, any man who if you know that you cannot take me the way I am, you better stay, because I'm also not forcing anyone. I love myself the way I am. Yeah.
You're not, how did you lose that interest? Did you have to go through some counseling to just let go? You know what? I'm not going to try a 4th time. To hell with plastic surgery.
No, because you see, once you are saved, the Spirit will control you. You see, me, I'm saved. And the Spirit always controls me. So when I was the Holy Spirit, so when the 3rd time backfired, there's just something that told me that this is not God's plan. Maybe God just wants you to use you the way you are, so that His glory may be seen in you.
And you accepted it
and
so
I accept,
easily.
Yeah. What I know that in me, there are signs and wonders. There are things that God always wants to do in me, so that people may know that God is always there.
I hope that everyone with disability is able to hear that and echo it over and over.
Yeah.
But then, Lucy, before you were able to accept that fact, I am glad you admit that you tried a couple of times plus and it failed. What was pushing you to try to look different? Was there a man that was saying, some words and was just being put off by the looks, or what? What was pushing you?
No, you just know there's some age. There's some age that when ladies reach, you just feel that you are attractive to yourself. I think it was that way. Yeah.
Okay. So right now you are also open and willing to get married, but now your condition is accept me as I am.
Yeah.
You're not planning to do some adjustments on yourself?
No, I love myself the way I am. So when any man comes, let him come the way I am.
Okay.
And if he's not willing, let them stay. I better go to heaven than going to hell. Yeah.
This is going to be a very difficult question, though. Would you mind a person that is also living with disability as your husband?
Yeah. Because he's a human being, there's no problem. I can just accept him. Yeah.
You can accept
Yeah.
a man living with disability
Yeah,
as well.
because they are human beings.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would also accept them without any conditions.
If only they will take you the way you are, and they'll
Yeah, they also
accept
have a
you.
disability,
But-
so it may not be difficult for them to accept you because they already have an issue. The person who would have an issue is a person who is complete and whole, nothing missing, nothing a problem.
Complete and whole, but what you need to know is that disability is a class.
Yes.
Any person can join it at any time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you joined it at 5 years.
Yeah.
Some people join at 40.
And maybe there's somebody joining it right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, then you were able to accept anyone.
Yeah.
Lucy, what has been the biggest hurdle for you in life to pass because of your disability?
Okay, what I want to tell you, for example, the first thing is this. The first thing, I don't always like to be somebody who is independent to people, you see.
Dependent.
Yeah, I don't like being a dependent. I always like being myself. So there is something I always, you see, like the job that I'm doing, the cleaning that I'm doing.
Yes.
The job that I'm doing, the salary, imagine the salary is less than 10,000. But I not that I'm always comfortable with that. I always thank God for giving me that instead of asking for somebody's favor or doing such things. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not comfortable with it. If I can get a better paying job, I can appreciate. And what I can also say, the government should also take people with disabilities equally and give them jobs. When somebody is qualified for the job, just kindly give the person the job so that these people may not be, so that these people also should be somebody in life. Yeah.
What is your wish? I want you to give our viewer, your parting shot, your last words. And as you do that, please tell us also, what is your wish this far in life?
My wish is my wish is owning my own family, having a good family. But the most important thing that I would like to, in my life, just getting a better paying job.
Okay.
Yeah, just getting, if there's somebody outside there who can offer me with a better paying job, I can appreciate. Yeah.
A better paying job is a job that pays how much?
You see, I've told you that the job that I'm doing is less than 10K.
Yeah, somebody can give you a job of 10K. That is better.
No, that is not better because the economy, you can look at the economy.
So what is a better paying job? How much?
Okay, ranging from, let me say, ranging from 18 to 20.
18 to 20.
Yeah.
Good. I hope somebody had that. Please speak to our viewer and tell them your last words and last advice.
Okay, my last advice to those people living with disabilities, kindly come out of the streets and learn to do something. Stop being sympathized for. People will sympathize for you and they will misuse you, especially ladies. They will misuse you and even maybe affect you with the sicknesses that you don't know where they have come from. Just learn to do something. Please, just learn to do something.
Okay. Lucy, I'm so glad that you came to our studio today at GBS. I hope you have also loved being at Chungu Cha Jamii today, and I want to appreciate that you took your time to come. Thank you, viewer, also for watching this episode of People Living with Disability. I hope that you have enjoyed to listen to Lucy's story. She's actually an amazing lady. She has not been put down by her disability and by her looks. She's planning to get married. She has conditions. Don't just look at her outside, but consider what is inside. I hope that you can watch this over and over again on our YouTube channel. And also, if you want us to host you, you have a similar or different thing that you want somebody else outside to gain from, you could text us and talk to us on Facebook, on YouTube. We will get back to you also on our SMS line 21144. Thank you so much. I have been your host. My name is Betty Akuku. See you next time.